picked. If you want to
Yeah,
play
it's true.
Vi, you can play her. That's it.
Hmm.
So Vi is actually a champion I recommend a lot to people. If people are asking like, oh, what champ should I one trick and stuff like that, I normally don't answer that question, but Vi would be one of the better ones because she's not that bad and she's always pickable. Or because like no one plays her, so
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Also, I used to play a lot of Kazakhs or like some Kazakhs back in I think season three also shows some Kazakhs games.
Mhm.
And but it was back in the time when Kazakhs was like much different when his R evolve was like
Yeah, the
giving
tank.
you free stacks and reduced damage during
Yeah.
the duration of ultimate. And I used to like main top lane actually, not jungle. So I kind of like decided in season eight, oh, maybe I'm gonna actually go for the jungle this time, like not off roll.
Okay. Um, what made you decide to play Vi? That seems kind of random then. I mean, obviously she was popular back when you used to play a lot more, but why are you playing Vi now?
I just picked her up. I think it's actually I got a screenshot from a Hextech chest, and I was like, maybe I'll try by. And I was like, I played her a bit in normal games, and I was like, damn, this champion is really fun.
Yeah.
And then I just learned like some of her mechanics, and I said, okay, let's go for ranked.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's good. And you enjoy her a lot? You don't like you're not bored of her or anything?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's I mean that's really good. You have all of the correct tools from what I can see. This seems pretty good. Your builds, I mean, your builds seem fine. I mean, it's pretty. Vi is a pretty uh linear champion in terms of builds go. I'm glad that you're not doing like the full damage thing. I think that's bullshit. And the only person who does that is Metroid, but that's because he plays too much of the champion, so he's really
Yeah,
really good at
actually,
her. I would never recommend that build to any player, but I'm glad
yeah.
you're the way that you're building
Hmm.
is right. Like these builds are correct. I'm not sure about the game that you're building them in, but like the fact that I'm seeing you build these items, this is like Vi is one of the only champions. Uh, Vi is one of the only champions where you can like actually do an ignorant, like a straight ignorant build every single game. The only thing that I would possibly argue with you on would be the fact that you're not building Hex Drinker, and there's probably a lot of cases where you build it, and I actually don't see that item in your history at all. So I'm assuming you literally just never build the item.
I was thinking like I'm not sure if the move Moitis passive like overrides Sterak's gauge.
Oh yeah,
So I
they
was like
don't.
thinking,
Yeah, I mean in that instance, then like typically if it's such a good game for Hex Drinker, then maybe you just wouldn't go Starax that game.
yeah,
Because building the same thing every single game is actually pretty fucking bad.
mm-hmm.
But like let's just say for example, like this game, okay? Like Udyr, is he going tank? Okay, he's not going tank. Like Udyr does a lot of magic damage with his R, magic damage, and this guy also does magic damage a little bit. And even Tristana, I think, has a tiny bit of magic damage. Don't quote me on that though.
Mm-hmm.
So like this would be a game where Hexdrinker would be like actually pretty good. Maybe not so much because this guy's going damage, but if this guy were going tank, then this would be a game where Hexdrinker would definitely be a good option. Let me try to find another one.
I see.
It's just
Also, okay.
you as much as like her builds are very linear and straightforward, you should look for opportunities to build items that fit situational needs a lot better.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. I was thinking about maybe in some games when my team needs someone tankier,
mm-hmm,
to go for warrior and then skip Triforce, go
yep,
straight for Sterak and their Gargoyle Stoneblade. And with
yep,
this build,
that's
I'm
correct.
not sure.
Yeah, you don't always have
Yeah,
to go, especially if you go red smite. You don't always need the Triforce.
yeah.
Although I think you go blue smite every game, don't you? You
Also,
do.
do you think that generally Blue Smite is better on Vi or
It's just situational.
okay?
Like if you're playing against a tank jungler, then red smite's pretty much always gonna be better.
Okay, I see.
Or just any type of jungler that you struggle with dueling. I think red smite's actually just super fucking good on Vi, and
Hmm.
it's very easy to want to do blue smite because it makes sense with her. But Vi is just super super strong duelist, right? You really really want to take advantage of how good she is at dueling people. So, and like I said, it also allows you, like, if you are going more of a tanky build, you will still just straight body ADCs and stuff like that with red smite.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah, I mean it's this seems fine. This seems okay. Precision second. Are you stuck on that, or like I think sorcery? like celerity and water walking are almost too good to pass up on pretty much every jungler. I mean, you can do
Mhm.
precision, and I do understand why you like it, but have you tried sorcery, or are you just stuck on
Yeah,
precision right now?
I tried sorcery with like a celerity and the ultimate hat, and then I tried celerity and water walking, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess I didn't play enough games just to have the big enough sample size to
Okay.
decide. But I think that precision is really good for
Yeah,
those like
I think
early
it
2v2s and
it helps their attack speed too, which she won't have
yeah,
if you. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's just something. If you hadn't tried it, I'd recommend trying it. And if you
yeah.
like it, but I definitely think precision is good on her. It was just something I just wanted to know. So
Oh, also, I was thinking that Vi is this kind of champion that just goes in and doesn't necessarily go out.
hmm
So the extra HP from Triumph is
yeah,
actually really good.
yeah, I agree. Okay, I was just the slowly water walking is more of an early game focus, like guaranteed pressure type thing. Like if you fight
Mm-hmm.
someone in the river, you're winning that fight. If you have like slurdy water walking versus non-slurdy water walking is a huge deal in the river. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, and Vi likes to do solo dragons and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could
that's
be
true.
something that would benefit you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, would you recommend the one last question about the Ravenous Hunter instead of Relentless, or is it like
Uh, okay. Let's think about logically. Okay, let's think about how you enter a fight. So typically, when you start a fight, how much HP are you at? What type of a champ is
oh,
what type of champ is Vi? Is she like an engager? Is she more of a follow up? Do you hold your cooldowns or do you use them at the start of the fight? Like, what do you usually see you doing as Vi? Do you use them at the start of the fight or in the middle of it?
I would say like more of a follow-up. I mean, it depends. If I'm like super fed, then going for backline like assassin-like
hmm
champion, it's probably a good option. But
Yeah, but when do you
uh,
when do you find yourself using your cooldowns towards the start of the fight or the middle of the fight?
yeah, I get your point. I feel like it's more of at the start of the fight when I'm like max HP or high HP. So,
Okay, so you understand then? Okay,
yeah, I see.
it's like you're kind of just wasting your burst. So it is. I mean, I don't think Ravenous is bad. Don't get me wrong. Ravenous Hunter is so fucking good, even for jungle
Hmm.
clearing. Even on champs like Vi that don't really need help in the jungle, it's just always so good to have it on. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you can do both. I think both are fine. Like it's very up in the air on what is necessarily better.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to take out of this OPGG. I think it's really good. Spamming a lot of Vi, good win rate on Vi. You don't have very many games played this season, which is kind of disappointing. But if you do play more, then you will just by it by nature you have not peaked out yet. So you'll
Mhm.
definitely go up to probably like Platinum 4 before you start, or Platinum 4, Platinum 3 before you start stagnating.
Okay, I see.
He's going triumphant. Yeah, but you get attack speed from taking precision, Zorky. He doesn't have to take alacrity. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like electricity is really that good because you like do a lot of auto resets on Vi, so like the attack speed isn't really that
It's actually
beneficial.
it's you know what, I've actually been testing it a lot on Kha'Zix, where I'll do alacrity and coup de grace, and I won't do triumph. I understand your thought process on Vi for doing triumph, and I like that. Um, but like the attack speed has actually won me like so many early fights. Like the attack speed is actually not like anything to mess around with. It's super super good.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
it's just and this like the end like damage stat that this gives you feels really underwhelming. Whereas like even when you're farming jungle camps, alacrity is helping you. When you're doing dragons, alacrity is helping you. You know what I mean? But this is just for executing lower target champions or lower HP champions.
Yeah, yeah.
So even though this one is really good, I actually think alacrity is pretty underrated on a lot of junglers. I think it's pretty good.
Hmm.
I take it on Kha'Zix a lot actually. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to get out of this OPGG other than that. I think is there a reason why you're not playing more than this, or like what's going on with that?
I don't have like time to commit full time to League. I have to like also study a lot, so
Okay,
I'm just
okay,
doing it in my free time.
all right, cool. I mean that's obviously going to affect how fast you climb, etc., etc., etc.
Well, yeah, of
Obviously,
course.
you
If I
know
was
that.
playing like all the time, then this would be much faster, or like
Yeah.
the sample size would have been much bigger. So.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. No, that's totally okay. It's just some people are like, yeah. I mean, I just play like Hello Kitty Island Adventure too much, and I don't play enough of League, and I'm like, okay, well maybe you should stop playing that game and play more League.
Yeah,
So I mean, obviously real life is real life. You gotta do what you gotta do. So,
yeah.
yeah, it's just I was just it's more of a if you have more time, put more time into it, find more time, something like that. If
Mm.
you really, because a lot of people, they'll try to get coaching, but then it's like they're not taking the full step of just playing the game more. A lot of people will be like, oh. I'm gonna buy coaching. Haha, I'm better now. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not like passive. It's not like you get coaching and then you suddenly,
you're
poof,
just
you are
God.
better.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to actively actually analyze the coaching that you
of
receive.
course, of course. Um, yeah. Before we get into the game, do you have like any more questions or anything like that?
Um, oh yeah, actually, I was about to ask that. Do you think eyeball collection is in any case better than zombie ward? Just because like zombie ward gives so much utility, I feel like it's not really worth it to get eyeball collection.
Uh, I think it's just preference, but I'd probably go zombie ward. I've tried making eyeball collection work, and I always just feel like I'm missing out. Like
Okay,
I've
okay, I
tried
see.
it countless number of times. Like a lot of things on my stream that I shit on, like Dark Harvest and stuff like that. Like I shit on Dark Harvest so much, and I'm someone who used to like it. Like I used to like it. I used to like Eyeball
Mm.
Collection. I used to like Dark Harvest. Like I'm not the type of guy to just be like. I'm just not the type of guy to be like, oh, I don't like this, and I'm just never gonna try it. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
typically like
yeah,
to try things and make sure that what I say is um at least right to my knowledge. Obviously, I don't know everything in the fucking world, right? But
mm,
it's definitely something I try to be as open about as possible because I know I'm not the best player in the world. So I mean,
yeah. I tried Dark Harvest and Vibe, but like Dark Harvest basically means you don't have a keystone until like 10
oh,
minutes, and the
electrocute is so good on Vi. Yeah, no, fuck
yeah,
that
exactly.
shit. Yeah, no,
Insta insta rocket on Q auto E and like oh,
yeah, it's so good. Okay.
okay, yeah,
And
that's
which this game that we're about to go to, why do you like? What do you think went wrong in this game?
so say again, please, because I didn't hear it.
Oh, what do you think like went wrong in this game?
Went wrong. I think a lot of went wrong. I think both mechanically and like macro wise.
Okay.
I think I made a lot of very dubious decisions that have almost cost us the entire game.
Okay.
Of course, like an entire team wasn't like it's not like I was the only one to make bad shot calls, but
Yeah.
I was trying to. And like at the beginning, I decided to start bot side, partially because obviously you get better leash from bot side. So I was thinking that Nocturne has like two options. He can either go for the buff and buff and level 3 gank, or he's gonna do what Nocturnes usually do, so the full clear. And I
Okay.
was thinking like, okay, like I'm gonna start bot side because Fiora has a tendency to push early on because of her Q
Yeah.
and like drawing minion aggro and pulling the minions back into her part of the lane. So it's
Okay.
gonna push naturally. But I'm also aware that we can't win 2v2. Like me and Vlad, there's no way we can win
Yeah.
2v2.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You cannot.
I was
So
like,
you're pathing topside, but you know you're gonna lose 2v2. So what are you planning on doing?
like if Nocturne goes for the full clear and a situation is good, like lane wise, then maybe I can get a cheese kill on Fiora. But
Okay.
if Nocturne comes, then I'm just gonna I don't know get vision, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I think I agree. I wouldn't really, if I were you this game, I probably wouldn't be too proactive early on. Ari doesn't offer too much in this lane pre six. Post six, this is a very easy lane for you to gank. Same with bot lane. Obviously, like Braum is really easy to gank for, but level six, especially on Vi, makes everything easier. Um, Vlad, you kind of just got to make sure he doesn't lose the game before like
Yeah, exactly.
before the game starts. You just need to make sure he doesn't lose. I think he can make plays with Ari post six. This game, you just have to like not lose at the start of the game, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I mean this is okay. I like this. I think if you started top side, you would just be leaving your Vlad out to dry here, and it would be bad. And Nocturne could easily gank him. Okay.
And for some reason, it turns out that actually Vladimir is the one who's pushing. So I'm like, okay, in
Mm-hmm.
case Nocturne is going for the buff can buff, I think I pinked the Tribush like for him
Okay.
to back off. And I took the scatter because Vlad is pushing, so I wanted to get a little extra vision. And like
Nice.
so, yeah,
Good. 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 This is good. I like this a lot.
And actually, I pinged him, but he still
You
dies.
okay?
So,
Yeah, we pinged him, but right now the wave's in a spot where he can't just walk in ward without missing stuff. This is a scenario where you, I know it's very easy for me to say this, and it might sound like I'm speaking out of pure hindsight because Nocturne's here, but
mhm.
if you truly believe that Nocturne can be here, if you look top, you have to just walk up here, especially
Okay.
because you have to think to yourself right here, if he does buff can't buff and you did buff can't buff, you guys are probably around the same time in speed, right? You're probably around the
Yeah, yeah,
same area. So if you're taking the time to do crab here, you have to understand that he's a lot further ahead than you are in this movement, right?
yeah. I see.
Because we're pinging, like, if, let's just say logically we are the same speed, where is he right now? He's right here right now.
Yeah, he might be him exactly.
So this play's already over. So if you feel like if you truly feel like he's doing a buff camp buff, then you have to come ward this before you do scuttle. And if you think he's farming another camp, then you can do scuttle. So if I were you here, I actually would have done scuttle. I wouldn't have thought that he was three camping. I would have done scuttle here. But if you're telling me that you think he was actually going to go for this play, then as soon as you do scuttle, you need to run up here and ward for him.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Okay, it's fine though. I'm really really glad that you were able to ping that out and you made the call that he was there. That was good.
Now the problem with Vladimir and Nocturne is that the fear is not broken when he goes full.
Yeah, it's a really
So
good
it's like,
matchup for your Nocturne.
and now I come topside, but it's already too late, so I'm
Yeah,
wasting a bit of time.
it's okay. Lane's in a good spot for Vladimir. This is okay. Vladimir, it sucks for Vladimir a little bit, but it's not the end of the world for him at all.
Yeah,
Like he hardly loses anything out of this. Trust me.
yeah, because the lane is pushing. Like I used to be a top lane main, so
Yeah.
I like when I come to gank, I know how when
Okay.
I should
Cool.
shove in, when I should just leave it.
That's good. That's good.
And, and now I have the problem because I think that what I did is super inefficient because right now I'm like I think I tried to recall, but then I realized I have like 650 gold, so it's like I
Recalling
can't
here is
really buy
fine.
anything.
You can buy Smite.
Okay, so yeah, I just went to the bot side jungle, which is like really inefficient because I'm essentially walking through half of the map right now.
Okay, but there's other reasons why this is inefficient. Your camps are going to spawn at a completely horrid time now. You did
Okay.
red, wolves, blue, came top, did scuttle. So what's gonna happen here is that now your wolves are gonna spawn, and then 40 seconds later your Gromp is gonna spawn, and then like you know what I mean? It's just, they're gonna spawn in
Yeah, yeah,
such
yeah.
a
I
terrible
see.
fashion that it's gonna be very hard to do anything to. Now, especially if with the logic that you don't really want to spam gank top this game, you kind of just want to make sure he doesn't fall behind early. Where are you gonna be pathing after your recall here?
And I would say maybe try to play around mid lane, but like I don't know, before Ari gets ulti, like it's really hard to
Yeah, but
actually.
you're gonna clear towards top again, right? Because your next two camps to spawn are gonna be this and this.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're gonna be clearing towards the side that you actually don't want to play towards. Okay. I
I
don't
think
like this at
no.
all here. I mean, if you're gonna stay on the map to farm, then you need to go to your golems. This is a waste of time.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Okay. Looks like we get a free kill on Nocturne here.
Yeah.
Please get him. Please get him. Cool.
No, I think I'm taking his Gromp because I know that it's free. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe not really free because the bot lane is pushed up, so if they notice me, then I'm pretty much dead. But
Mm-hmm.
I will take a risk and take it.
Do you take his walls?
No, I actually don't. I actually don't like.
Okay, but you should know they're up though,
Oh, okay, I see.
because the second camp spawns at about 4:30. The
Yeah, I could
general
just look at my own wolves and see that if my own wolves respond, then he could.
Well, that is true, but the better I mean, the way that I think about the jungle camps, like okay, obviously the jungle camps respawn every 2:30, but the way that I think about, my second camp spawning is it's always around like the 4:20, 4:30 mark. That's just how I
Okay.
always think of it. And it's just I don't have to do anything but think about the 4:20, 4:30 mark of when the second camp spawns. That's all I have to think about.
Oh, okay.
So
So I'll keep that in mind.
yeah, just always this was a free take here, but that's okay. So this is an ugly spot here. If I were you here, I'd probably just go help mid shove out. She might ping you back because she might be a spastic low elo player, but she actually can't survive in this lane by herself. Nocturne could come back too after he comes off the map, and I don't know how hard she can shove this with only 140 mana. But essentially, the wave is going to be stuck here for both mid laners. So regardless of
Yeah.
what happens here, it's good for you to go mid. Whether it's ganking her and killing her, or you're ganking her and shoving the lane in. Either way, it's a good play. You don't want to sit here. You want to rush this play because you want Ari to recall as fast as possible.
I think we traded flash. Yeah, we
That's
traded
okay.
flash, and
Yeah,
then
flash is okay.
I was thinking that maybe
Okay,
I
you want to shove
misplayed
the,
the
you want to shove
mechanic
this
though.
way. You want to shove this wave in pretty badly because
Oh,
now
okay,
Ari
I
can't
see.
recall. She might, but she can't. Holy fuck! What just happened to the screen?
Oh shit.
Okay, so now look what's happening. Now she's stuck under towers, so you're just gonna get a good recall in because you didn't shove in with her.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the FPS, dude? Holy fuck. Okay.
Turret shot OP.
I'm cringing so hard. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. So what you need to do here, I guess you're pretty underleveled. Whatever. Yeah, I would just farm. You're definitely underleveled right now. But if I were you, I would have rushed this mid play, and then I would have shoved that mid with Ari.
Now there's about to be, I think, an embarrassing play because I cleared the cracks in a way that I can't actually see Nocturne coming to the bot lane bush, as you can see in a few seconds. Like I'm standing right here and he's in full of war.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see him right here, and he kills me.
Does he
Also very
actually kill you?
unfortunate. Yeah,
Holy
I
shit.
had the potion thinking that damage over time OP. Yeah, I think my red buff. I know that he will want to take it. So
I mean, even when Caulfield's over potion or over smite item, do you not value the red smite? I guess you don't even go red smite. You go blue smite. Hmm.
yeah,
I definitely think on most junglers in the game,
yeah,
on
that's
on most junglers in the game, I think it's just way more efficient to go for the smite item compared to buying Caulfields. Like
yeah. Okay.
you get combat stats out of it because you're smite, and you also get better jungle clear.
Yeah, yeah, especially with the raptors because sometimes like you do the QEE on raptors, the small ones like survive with 2 HP.
Yeah, because
Sounds
you don't
actually
have the burn. Because well, you do because you have hunters now, but if you only have machete, then you don't have the burn.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. The only thing I don't like here is the fact that we went Caulfields, but it's just really tempting when you delay your recall. Like when you delay your recall, you can get trapped into buying Caulfields because you're like, ooh, I have 1100. Do I really want to buy, my smite item and my boots and still have like 200 left over, or should I just spend it all? Right? It's just
Yeah, I see.
it's very tempting to spend it all. Okay. So we know Cinder still has no flash. All I'm doing right now is clearing for 6. Could probably hold mid here. You don't have to. Clear for 6 and then probably look mid. That's all you gotta do. Ari's gonna have ulti. She already has it, I think. So what do you do here? Okay, so you don't actually have to go for Gromp here. You just go mid. She's
Okay,
pushed
I
up.
see.
The
I
wave's
see.
gonna be here. Free kill. So now Ari is wasting her ulti. Even if you ran here right now, she would have wasted her ulti and the play would have been dead. But you can't really use that hindsight knowledge in argument's sake, right? What does killing this Gromp do for you? Does it level you up?
No, I don't.
No.
No, no, it
It
definitely
does.
doesn't.
It literally does nothing. All it does is give you the XP and the gold. So, um, regardless of what happened here, you wouldn't have been able to make the play. But given this lane setup and the fact that you just hit 6, you wanted to push mid instantly as soon as you hit 6. The longer we wait too, the longer or the better her flash, the better chance her flash is gonna be up as well. Oh boy.
And now I come here because I don't see exactly what's going on, so I think maybe someone's super low HP, but no, they're like
Hmm.
they're just gonna push the tower. Like I don't think they're gonna push it right now, but
I feel like they could take the tower. Well, they definitely could take the tower if they want
I
to.
think Brown is going to
Okay.
come and spray the
If
water.
Rom's here,
So
you could definitely engage this. Like Nocturne's no mana. I would have just ultied. Yeah. Brom's level 6 too. That's a free kill.
Yeah, I guess I didn't pay attention to his mana bar.
Yeah, they were both Umu as fuck, and you know that she has no ulti, and obviously Nocturne has no ulti. I think that was just a free kill. It's fine. Like it's definitely something we could have done there, but it's fine. So your camps are still spawning in a really really awkward order. Basically, when you do that first jungle clear, you basically fuck your camps up for the rest of the game
Yeah, I see.
because now
Because
your
I mean,
camps are
unless you break
always
the cycle.
yeah, unless you like don't farm your camps for like X amount of time, and then you just go clear them all at once, right?
Yeah.
Because your camps are spawning so fucking wonky now. Okay. So I don't understand what you just did right there. You hit the vision plant over here. So what you did is that you said, "Hey guys, I'm on this side of the map." You saw there's no wards over here, and then you walk to the area that could still be warded.
Yeah, I guess
This it
that's
was
how
just you
Angel
kind of just
popped
hit
up.
it. You kind of just hit it because you could, and then you just disregarded the information it gave you. If you're
Yeah,
planning on going top here, obviously you should shoot at top side. But in all honesty, like hitting the vision plant to try to see if a lane is gankable or not isn't really worth it. The only time I really use the vision plant is if I think something's warded and I'm trying to clear it. Because say you hit the vision plant and there's no ward here, well, you just told them you're up here anyway. So it's kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
like they had a ward there, right? So in my opinion, the vision plant should only really be used if like you're like you want to probably like recall here and you want to see if like this is warded, or like this is warded, so you'll shoot it this way, or like you want the scuttle. You don't shoot the vision plant in hopes of getting a gank off,
Oh, I see. Okay.
because all you're doing is telling them where you are. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you hit the vision plant because you're planning on recalling anyway, so it doesn't matter that they know where you are. Because if you recall, they're gonna have bad information of where you are on the map, right? So you can hit
Mhm.
the vision plant, kill the ward. They're gonna think you're topside, but in reality, you just wanted to recall anyway, right?
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Okay, cool. But yeah, this is. I mean, I don't have to tell you why this is bad, but
Also, can we pause for a second here?
yeah, sure.
Like after the defending the mid turret, I went for the wolves and gromp, and now I'm topside. Like, was it a better play to go from mid tower to my Krugs and like dancing around dragon and in anticipation of maybe nocturne gank or a counter gank, or is it like strategically like macro better to go top lane, try to kill Fiora?
Well, you had two camps topside, so it depends on what you're trying to get out of the play.
I see.
That's basically all it comes down to. I mean, you could argue that you might want to play around Dragon, but I don't really think your team is strong enough to do something like that. Your mid laner is troll building, and he's got 40 CS. I don't really think fighting around objectives is the right thing right now. I think you need to use the fact that your teammates are spiking. Like your team, the only okay. I don't want to say your team is bad at team fighting, but your team is really fucking good at gank setup. Like Ari Vi is one of the hardest lanes to avoid a gank from. Like out of any combination of two champs in League of Legends, Ori Vi is probably one of the hardest lane to avoid a gank from. So rather than fighting around objectives right now, you definitely want to fight in lanes. So I would say you just want to make sure you're efficient with how many camps you're farming. If you swung down for golems, you'd only be getting one camp, and then you would basically be forced to look for a bot play. But Nocturne's here, and I think at this state you lose 33 because actually probably maybe you win it. It would depend on how it was played. But I don't really mind what you do here. I just want to make sure that you're making like efficient movements in terms of like clearing your camps properly and all that nonsense. I don't really think you need to focus on getting Dragon right now. You guys are technically losing. I don't really think Dragon should ever be a focus if you're losing. Unless, I guess you're playing Vi, so technically you could solo it. But Mountain isn't really important enough for you to focus on soloing, especially when you have a losing
Yeah.
mid and arguably a losing bot lane.
Yeah. Unless we had like Tristana, then Mountain maybe worth it a bit more, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's debatable. It's very debatable. Like,
okay, okay.
I don't actually have the right answer. Like I would if I were you personally, if I was playing the game, I would have went topside, cleared these camps. I would have probably hit the sweeper this way, saw that there was no wards, recalled, then went bot side and cleared my camps. Like I probably
Okay,
wouldn't
I
go for
see.
this play. If I was gonna go for this play, then I wouldn't have hit the sweeper. I would have just walked up, would have been spotted by this ward. I'd be in the same spot as you right now. And then
Now I see that.
I would have maybe
Okay.
seen Nocturne bot, and then I would have looked to force this play.
Yeah. Now I saw that Nocturne is bot, so I know that I can take his Krugs if they're up. And like I'm waiting for Vladimir to shove the wave
Yep.
into her tower so we can dive her. Like
Okay.
ganking in the state when I was like in the tribush was I think really
Impossible.
risky
Yeah,
because there were
I
no
agree.
moves.
Yeah, I agree. But you're not telling him that you want to dive.
Yeah, I think I told him too late. Yeah,
Yeah, but you need to
that's
spam ping like a fucking maniac. Like,
yeah, yeah,
like assist, spam in chat, push like fucking crazy, dude. Or like just dive. Like, you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
tell him
I
because
saw.
I'm not seeing any pings go, or I'm not seeing any pings go down here.
I wanted to check if his red was up, but I didn't even check the bush. There was a ward there, so they
Okay,
could
well
probably.
you're only saying that you didn't check because there's a ward here. Like this ward is literally useless. Like
Yeah, exactly.
the knowing that this ward is here, there's no point. Like it's just useless. Yeah, it's fine. I'd be looking to horses play top. Should walk up here and cut the wave. If this wave gets under tower, it's worse for you. You kind of just want to sit here, pull the wave into the turret or into the bush, and then go for the dive.
Oh, okay. I see.
We're also running the wrong way. We want to come behind her so she can't just leave.
Yeah, I don't know. I did that. That
She
was
could
like
just flash.
really.
She could actually live here and flash away, but she's trolling. So yeah, that only worked because she sucks.
Yeah, I should have gone from the other side.
Yep. Okay.
Now I recall. I don't know what I bought. I think I bought a warrior.
So you have a good opportunity here for your camps to spawn in a normal way now. So because you could do golems up and they'll spawn properly now.
Yeah.
Because this will spawn by the time you get there. Okay. This is good. You're really strong now. Nocturne failed his gank bot. You won your gank top, so you're actually stronger than Nocturne is now. Now would be a time where you could go for a 3v3 bot, a river fight around dragon, or something of that nature. You definitely want to be able to pull a gank off mid. Even though your mid laner sucks, it is such a free play that like the fact that we haven't gone for one yet is basically just borderline trolling.
Hmm. Ari was like flaming for that. I remember.
Hmm?
Wait, what? So black?
Wait, what'd you say?
The screen went black for a second. Oh, never mind. It's already up.
Okay.
Anyway, Ari was like really flaming hard in the chat. I was like muted her and look at her CS. I was like, I don't think it's really worth it
Mm-hmm.
to gank mid. I didn't
But
realize that
you're
he
not
was.
ganking mid to get your Ahri ahead. You're ganking mid to get yourself ahead. That's the thing about playing assassin junglers over tank junglers. When you're
Yeah,
like say you're playing Kha'Zix, right, and you have a Maokai top, it's like people would be like, "Why are you ganking for Maokai?" It's like I'm not. I'm ganking for me, right? Like I'm getting kills,
yeah,
I'm getting gold, I'm getting XP. Fuck the Ahri. She just has good gank setup. Okay, I don't like this either. Obviously, like I just said, you want to play to mid here. It doesn't take a genius to know RE5 is a good combo, but we just actively cleared away from it. We went birds to golems,
yeah,
which makes no sense. We do golems, we do red, we do birds, we gank mid. And if the gank isn't available, then guess what camp we're close to,
yeah.
right?
That's
We're
true.
just close to what we want to do.
And now we resetted our small camp timers, and it's actually
Yep.
pretty good.
And the camp timers would be good. Oh no!
Okay, now this is gonna be embarrassing. I'm gonna fat finger my Q.
Oh,
I didn't even meant to press it. Yeah,
and then Rakan trolls. Oh, and then you
yeah,
troll.
And
Okay.
Rakan trolls, and I get a kill, but only because he trolled, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's okay. People fuck up.
that was not meant for human eyes.
Honestly, if I'm you right now, you guys are losing kind of hard on the map right now. I would probably just go for a first tower somewhere. Like if you get already out of this lane, I think it's beneficial for you.
Oh,
I don't know if you could get tower here, and based off the fact that it's still full HP, you probably couldn't.
yeah,
But if you had the option to get a tower here over Dragon, I think the tower would open up the map way better for you and Ari to make gang plays together. Because like I said, you and Ari, unstoppable combo, right? You make it
yeah,
so
yeah,
she can't miss
true.
charm. So going for the tower here is so important for you guys to escalate this game and steamroll the game. If you could choose between this dragon and this tower, you are already making the choice to do dragon here, but tower would have actually been really fucking good. Plus,
Even if it was,
you would have compensated for the CS deficit
yeah.
in mid.
Even if it was Infernal.
No, if it was Infernal, do Infernal. No,
Okay,
actually, that's incorrect. If it was Infernal, it'd already be down, so it wouldn't be debatable. Nocturne would
yeah,
have taken it by now.
yeah,
But let's say hypothetically it was still up, then yes, you would do Infernal, but it wouldn't be up.
okay,
So Yeah.
So generally, the mid turret, the tier one mid turret, is always like the most important
Well, it
turret
depends.
in
It
the
depends
process.
on if you what you're trying to do. Like, does Ari act better in a lane, or does she act better in roaming plays with her jungler?
Yeah, I see your point. So basically,
So
she's losing the lane, so I want to get
you
her
want
out
to
of
go?
the lane as
There you
soon.
go. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's that good shit. All right. So let's. How much gold are we sitting on? Decent amount. So you're either. I just want to see what you do after you clear this. I'd recommend just recalling. Okay, so you're gonna go gank bot with no ult and no mana. Okay, good. I'd probably just recall here and buy Sheen, and then go to my top side.
Yeah, I usually go like I'm not sure whether to go Phage or Shin first. Honestly, I'm
Well,
doing
you gotta think
separate.
about the well. You already had phage components, which is fine, but think about what you're gonna get out of here. Okay, so either you can have Sheen and Ruby Crystal and Longsword, or you can have Phage and Sapphire Crystal. What do you think's better?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? You get way more value out of having the Sheen right here. Plus, you get CDR with more ults, so you can impact the map even harder. It's a way better combo, and now you're just sitting on fucking gold. So you didn't even buy the Sapphire Crystal. That's how fucking worthless you think it is.
Yeah,
Whereas Sheen's an awesome item, right? But Sapphire Crystal's worthless. You know what I mean?
yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Okay, this is fine. I like that. Just farm here. Nice. Ari is somehow winning the 1v1 with these items.
I think Syndra heavily misplayed it, if I
I'm
remember correctly.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Also, I take blue buff from myself because
That's
I
fine.
don't really want to give it to my mid
Yeah, no,
laner.
that's fine. If your mid laner wants it, I'd give it to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine.
In Korea, she would have gone AFK already if this was
Yeah,
Korean server.
I'm not actually sure how true that is. I think that'd be pretty retarded. I know a lot of
I
people
think
like say that, but I think they over exaggerate a bit.
I think Cowsep said that
Yeah,
it's
Cowsap
like
is like fucking
definitely.
low diamond though, and he like AFKs on people all the time. So maybe people in
Oh,
Korea just
okay.
hate him. Like, there's so many videos of Cowsap just rage quitting games. So like maybe people in Korea fucking hate him. So, uh, like I know people open mid and stuff a lot in Korea, but like I think Cowsap like instigates them and stuff like that, and he AFKs on them all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think people in Korea hate Cowsap. I wouldn't really take his word too seriously. Okay.
I think LS also mentioned something about that, and he's like more believable.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I
But
totally agree that like they would get upset about it, but people are like, oh, if you're in Korea and you ever take blue, they just AFK. It's like, pretty sure if your jungler is like fed and he's playing well and he says, can I have second blue? I'm pretty sure they won't get too mad. Like, and if they are, then you know what? They can fucking have fun climbing because they're shit players. I don't give a fuck.
and, and now Fiora TP'd bot lane, and I saw Nocturne gang. So like we're now racing for the getting the first
Yeah,
tower of the
you
game.
can't make it bot. You can't make it mid. Just go top. This is good. I like this play.
Also, I think we win by like a split second. Watch the
even
bottom
even
tower.
even if you don't win, this is the right play. Getting the first tower isn't as important as equalizing the tower trade here. You already got mountain. You just got top tower. I would go for Herald here. You know Nocturne was just bot side. We're about to see Syndra, and we know their bot lane's committing for this tower. So
Yeah,
Herald is pretty much free here. You can't use the argument that it's warded because we don't know that. So,
I was thinking that maybe Nocturne like recalled instantly after gank,
but he
and he
doesn't have
was
ult.
bot side. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
but it's just it doesn't matter. Herald's always the right play here. We've taken Dragon, so them getting the bot, like them getting the pressure bot side isn't that important. You've already taken Dragon. You've now equalized the towers and top side. You can take Herald. You can go take mid, or you can go take bot whenever the fuck you want now.
Yeah. I think
You've won the map right
yeah.
now. Like the map is won in your favor if you just take Herald
Mhm.
here. And nice, you're
Yeah.
doing it. This is good.
And I'm doing something very questionable because the ward is about to expire. I see that says zombie ward, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, shit, it's actually warded. And I don't know, I knew Fire was actually topside, so I back off. But I think I finish it either way. Like I'm not sure because this is gonna be, I think, very questionable because I take the Herald and I essentially allow Fiora to take the top tower. I'm not sure if I should have defended
I
the
don't.
top
Yeah, I don't
tower.
know. I don't know why you're doing Herald here. They know you're here, so yeah, I wouldn't be doing this. You should just go cover top. Like clearly they're fighting down here. There's no reason for you to do Herald here. This is pretty bad.
Okay, so for the reason that generally the towers are worth more, or like,
No, it's just like trading a tap. Like, what do you usually get out of taking Herald?
I think a Herald is only useful if actually our team is ahead
Well,
because
yeah, and you pretty much
then
only get like one tower out of it, right? Like you're pretty much just yeah, that was actually pretty bad. But a lot of it was because your Vlad was in a position he should have been in. Your team shouldn't have been fighting there. Braum was literally fucking DC'd and they knew you were topside. Like your team shouldn't have fought there. But your play was definitely not to do Herald here. Sneaking the Herald here was fine, but once you got caught, you just back out. And if Vlad's bot side, then you just go and hold top. Like it's just yeah.
yeah, okay, I see.
That was bad. We just like lost a lot of the map here. And even though like you made the mistake of not going top, this play wasn't 100% your fault. Vladimir just shouldn't have been in that play. He has no business going for that play. So even though you did fuck up, the play wasn't even 100% your fault. Holy shit.
Some fighting in the bot side jungle.
Please sell your potion. Sell your potion and buy Stinger. You're gonna okay, that's fine too. Yeah, that's fine too. I like that.
I think I just saw that Zaya is like well farmed and
Yeah,
she's free now, so I was like, okay, let's go for the buy.
yeah, for sure. Okay.
And he wasted his ulti, so like it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. Also, this is I think very questionable because I don't think I see Syndra where she is right
Yeah, but you
now.
have to assume she's down here.
And I go here and I think I trade kills.
Okay. I don't like this at
Which
all.
is not worth it because they get a shot down on me.
No, this is fine. Your Q and stuff was fine on Recon here. I'm not too much of a maniac in terms of how you team fight, but you're not really that tanky here. This is good burst on him, but now you just ult the Zaya. All you do here is
Yeah,
ult the Zaya. One, Fiora ulted you here, and two, you get closer to your teammates this way. If you
yeah, I see.
and it's actually like if Rakan gets the spells off, he doesn't even die here. But if you ult Zaya, you lower their DPS, you're closer to your team, and you basically waste Fiora's ultimate. You pretty much win every area of this fight, and you stall it for Vladimir to come back. If you just ulti the Rakan, you're forcing the fight to happen as fast as possible, and you don't really gain too much out of it. But ulting Zaya gets you out, lets Vlad come in, and it lets your teammates come back in. But instead, it's like it's all happening down here instead of like potentially happening more towards your team. You're kind of fighting away from your team when you do this. So I like the initial burst here, but you should have instantly ulted the Zaya.
Yeah, I see.
Because once your
Maybe I
teammates
get
come
that.
in, she's just gonna get their whole team's gonna get cleaned up. You don't actually have to kill anyone there. You just have to stall for your team.
Mhm. So, like, looking at the map, what should be our current objective? Just wait until the dragon spawns or get the torrent and then, like,
Well, we just lost a bunch of turrets for no reason, so yeah, I would probably. I mean, hopefully we get bot tower here because we should be able to get it.
mhm. Also, do you think like strategies that involve like setting up a big wave to slow push
No,
the
no, you should
no,
only do
it's
that
not
like
viable.
in solo queue. Only time you're ever
Okay.
doing shit like that is when you have Baron and you're just making side lane shove in. Like so, like you want your top to shove in and slow push, and then you're gonna go mid with your team. So you're gonna go play Vi. You're gonna walk up and you're gonna like kill the three fucking melee minions or something, and then let the wave slow push.
Okay, I think the dragon call is, I don't know, very questionable here. I mean, Brown dies, I survived, but we lose the Drake. Thankfully, it's only Cloud. I am
Okay.
actually, I was the one to ping it. I admit. I'm
Okay.
not
Well.
sure if
Okay. Well. Why do you? Okay. I don't care whether it's right or wrong, but why do you think it's wrong? And
um.
would you think it's wrong if it worked?
Say again the last sentence.
Why do you think it's wrong? And would you still think it's wrong even if it worked?
Honestly, if it worked, I would probably think that was the right call, even though it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know. I think that after we won the team fight, I assumed that maybe the enemy team is like gonna recall. I thought that okay, the enemy team is gonna recall. We have enough window to take the Drake, but I was like,
They didn't recall.
uh,
They died.
I mean, yeah, after they died, sorry, after they like respawned in the base,
Mm-hmm.
um, I thought that we have enough window for taking the Drake, but I think just miscalculated it.
Yeah, you definitely don't. But yeah, that's basically it. Like you guys, your play there was you won the fight bot, and then you take one objective and you reset. And then your team can go and contest the dragon by themselves. Um, or you can push mid here because if their team goes to dragon and your team all resets at the same time, you get a free mid tower or you get free dragon here.
Yeah, okay.
There's a few things you do here, and both of them are not doing dragon. Dragon is just suicidal here. I don't. This is just never the right call. Like if you guys were going to do this, then you weren't going to get bot tower. You had to basically choose.
Hmm. So basically, after you get like an ace, let's say at this point
Just
of the
reset.
game,
Just
you
reset as fast as possible and get back on the map for the objective.
so getting more than one objective is like super greedy and usually not good.
I mean, it's situational every time, obviously, but in this scenario,
Um,
like I can rewind it. It's very obvious that this is the bad call.
yeah, once Strikeout shows up, I'm like, oops, we
Yeah.
shouldn't have done that.
Like your whole team is recalling. Like maybe if your whole team ran over and did it, but like Air Dragon isn't that important. So this is just so fucking greedy. Yeah. Oh well. It's pretty obvious why this was bad. So it's not really much to harp on. Robo Cabbage, thanks for the Twitch Prime, dude. Yeah, it's whatever. Unfortunately, we die here. We could potentially give up Baron pressure here.
Well, the reason I was farming wolves, I was like thinking that
Yeah,
we
you
can't really
can't.
defend it.
No, you can't. Yeah, it's fine. You also need to back into your Triforce.
Oh, okay. Now is the moment I realized shit, the Rift Herald is about to expire. I was like, I have to summon it right now, or it's gonna expire.
Yeah, so
I was like,
if you recalled them, like there's no reason for you to be on the map. You're sitting on Triforce. You were sitting on Triforce at Wolves. You were sitting on Triforce before Blue. All you had to do is recall, put your Rift Herald bot, and then go from your top side.
yeah, okay, I see.
Because even if your Rift Herald isn't going to accomplish much, it's going to shove this wave out, and it's going to force someone to come bot side. Because now it's just going to be wasted. This could be good for us, actually. Cool, Baron.
Yeah, I was thinking, I actually didn't realize we could do Baron right now. I was like, I think one of my mistakes in games is that I don't think about taking Baron at like the 21st, 22nd minute. I'm like thinking about like in 25th, 26th, and
Mm-hmm.
later on, because I don't realize that maybe we have enough damage or
Well,
protect
Baron's
the.
easier to take out the earlier you do it.
But we get the turret actually, so like, it's not that. But the turret was actually not wasted, but was like pure fluff.
Yeah, there was good little RNG play right there.
Yeah.
No, I would have done Baron here. You guys already had the vision set up for it to a certain extent. I would have done Baron 100%. What the
Now
fuck?
the now the epic Vlad recall. He actually takes the Q before she executes.
What a beast. Okay, I mean, this game is pretty. You guys are in a really fucking good spot now. Let's see what you do. Right now, you guys should just be clearing out vision right now. Shove out mid and top, and then get vision around Baron. It's 5v4 on the map.
Yeah, I think it's the moment where all the really I don't know when all the shot calling starts and I'm like typing in chat furiously. I think one of my mistakes that I'm not pinging enough and I'm like typing in chat instead, which is bad.
Oh, this play works out for you. What do you mean?
Um, exactly as you can see right here, I actually got bursted. I mean, we win this team fight, but I'm dead, so we can't really take Baron, which is very unfortunate. The only reason we actually win this team fight is because
Wait,
Nocturne committed
why
two.
can't you do Baron?
Because Nocturne is still alive. I mean, I don't want to risk like him using the Blast Plant and like smiting it because I'm dead right now.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, this is fine. Nothing is bad here. This is okay.
I think my team to get away from the
Yep.
get away from it because it's like this is overstaying. This is like
Yep.
super risky. And if we die here, it's a free Baron for them. That's what I typed in chat.
Yep.
So We should really get away from here.
Okay, so show me and saw. It's good. Can't control what our teammates are doing. All we can do is spam ping like a fucking maniac,
Yeah.
which is what we should be doing. Okay, let's go try to get Scuttle here. Okay.
I think that's what I was
At this
expecting from
stage
the
of the
game.
game, you don't need potions anymore. You need to have 3 pink wards always. When you're around
Yeah.
Baron territory, you always want to be sitting on pinks.
Okay, so basically at like 20. Well,
Yeah,
then in this like area, I should just sell the refillable and buy pink quartz.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we see 2 people bought here, so we should be spam pinging Baron like crazy right now.
Yeah.
Like Baron's free. Baron's free right now. You should do it right now. It's literally dead if you do it right now. They just lost the game, and not a single person pinged it. That you know they have no vision up here. Do you know why?
Because we just won a team fight and on the in the top side, and I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
This guy right here. This guy's bot land.
Yes. Okay.
That's the guy that holds these. So when that
Okay.
guy's down there, that means there's none of these up
Yeah.
here, and that means
I
they
think
lose the game.
the thing is, actually, I'm going with the mindset that, well, like, whichever team wins a play at a certain part of the map, they get the vision. Like, is this the correct thinking, or?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying, but this is something that I see a lot with people that I coach. They don't shot call at all, and you don't have to. Your teammates might suck, but you can still make these guys do what you want to do. Like all you have, like you're not pinging for this pick. You're not.
Yeah, yeah,
Like Ezreal doesn't know you're going for this. Look where he's going.
yeah.
You're not pinging at all. You're not pinging Baron. You're not like your teammates are fucking terrible, dude. Like they're holy shit. They're so bad. You gotta tell them what to do.
Yeah, I was like, I think from this point onwards, I was just spamming in chat. I think I'm not pinging enough, and instead I'm like typing in chat all the time, like the short words like Baron now or wait or Rico or
That doesn't.
Dancer
Yeah, they
or
don't care. People don't read the chat. Like
yeah,
just fucking spam ping, bro, because they can't ignore
yeah.
big red lights on their screen. They can't ignore that.
Now I think Infernal because we have pressure mid, we have vision on Baron, so I don't think like if we go for Infernal, then they could potentially sneak
They're not gonna do
Baron,
Baron. No, they're not.
but they can't do that because Vlad and Ari are mid lane, so they are under pressure. So it's
Mm-hmm.
essentially free Drake.
Okay, you're sitting on too much gold, recall. You don't have ulti. You don't have flash. What are you doing? You need to ping your team back. You need to ping assistance on Baron, and you need to recall. Your lanes are both gonna shove. You need to hurry up, get your whole team to reset, buy every item you can, clear out vision and set it up. All 3 of your lanes are pushing right now, and you're sitting on gold. All we're doing right now is we're overstaying. These lanes are going to get equalized by their team, and then you're not going to have the advantage that you have right now. You have a complete tempo advantage. If you guys just recall right now and go to Baron, you actually win the entire game. You don't offer anything in this fight. Unless Nocturne jumps into your arms. Oh, would you look at that? Nocturne jumped into your arms.
Um,
But we're
oh, this is gonna be
now we're baited into playing a fight that we can't really perform in because we don't have
yeah.
flash, we don't have ult. We're just standing here. All we're doing is telling our teammates that it's a 5v5 when in reality it's a 4v5 because you're fucking useless.
Yeah, exactly. I also misplayed it really bad in terms of like decision making during the fight.
It doesn't matter
Like
though.
once
Like
we got
none of
understand.
that. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about your mechanics in a fight. You need to
Okay.
tell your team that you can't fight here. You need to tell your
Yeah.
team that you have top shoving, you have bot shoving, your mid's already shoving. You guys just want to fight. You just want Infernal. You're sitting on a lot of gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just get the fuck out and go buy your items, and then go. Now they have to deal with the waves, and you get a free Baron set up, and they lose the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Like
Okay.
I don't care how you play the fight. Like I could. It doesn't matter if you play that fight perfectly. It doesn't matter. It was wrong to even fight that fight. So just recall.
I
Like
think I'm
you're
clear.
over farming too. Now you're over farming and you're wasting buff duration. You have enough gold for your stair axe. Anything you do at this point is fucking useless. Unless you're gonna legit full buy another item, which you don't have to do. You're so fucking fed. Just back and get your item. I guess you could potentially argue that your teammates are dead anyway, but now what's going to happen is after you kill wolves, you have to recall, and then now they got to wait on you. Now they can't walk into the Baron and get vision. Now they got to wait on you. So now they're playing back. So we've
Yeah.
completely thrown all tempo because we just refused to recall when we should have. So you got your Sarax, and you're buying what with 1,000? Probably a giant spell. Oh, you just sat on 1,000 gold. So what was the point in farming these three camps?
Yeah, there was no point.
You didn't even buy pink wards.
Yeah, that was really bad from me.
Okay. I would have accepted uh what's it called? A fucking Warden's Mail. What's that? Is that 1,000 gold item? The with the cold steel passive? Is it Warden's
I
Mail?
think it's 1100. I think it's
Oh no, it's
1100.
definitely it's definitely 1,000. I just don't know what it's called. It's 100% 1,000. I think it's called Warden's
Ah,
Mail.
okay, okay,
You should have bought that item and you should have sold your potions and bought pink words.
okay. Do you think generally run doing is better this game than Deadman's Plate in terms
Yeah,
of a defensive item?
yeah.
Okay. Is it always going to be the case that the
Mm,
random is?
I think if you're gonna go Deadman's, you buy it after Triforce.
Okay.
Movement speed is way more useful in the early game compared to later on in the game. Early game, you're moving around the map more, you're making more map plays. Late game, you're more or less sitting in a lane, sitting at objectives. You're not moving around too much. You know what I mean? That's why you always see people buy or sell their Mobies late game, right?
Mm.
Because you don't move around as much later on. Holy
Mm.
fuck! What did I just watch? I'm actually gonna replay
Yeah.
that for the boys right here because the boys are gonna love this one. Let's get some slow mo action on this too.
Oh yeah, that's 0.25.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna hit
cool.
it up right here. The boys will love this. Oh no.
Yeah, the mystic shots are on point in this game, I have to admit. Oof.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I think at this point, yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point I was like thinking, or not thinking, but typing in the chat that bot lane is pushing
Good.
favorably. So you have to just, and yeah, mid lane as well. It's like, oh, we should just wait around the Baron pit since we are at disadvantage because Vlad is there, we can kill him,
Yep.
and we have to prevent them from taking Baron. That's our only objective right now.
Mm-hmm. And they don't even have mid wave shoved, so you're actually in no danger. They can
Yeah.
clear this wave all they want.
Yeah.
The wave is back here.
But by the time they do it, Vladimir respawns and
Mm-hmm.
5v5 again.
Top's gonna push to them as well.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean, as
maybe.
far as the cannon minions go, it's like RNG. Which way is gonna push if the waves are like equal? Because if the cannon minion gets focused down because of RNG, then it can
Okay,
mess up
what
the
what do
wave.
you what are you supposed to do right now?
We have Baron vision. I think we should just the bot lane is gonna push towards
Mm-hmm.
them, so we should just wait till it attacks the tower, and we should just take Baron if someone shows up bot lane. I think I also ping Vladimir to go bot lane because he has TP up, so he can get
He
us
doesn't have
Baron.
to though. He doesn't have to go bot.
Okay.
He just comes mid. He just comes with you guys. So you clear out mid, and then you clear out their vision, and you just do Baron.
Yeah.
Yep. You're not pinging though. Like you're not telling your team anything. You're. I don't care what you're typing. You're typing right now. I can see it, but like it's useless. You just ping.
Yeah.
Just assistance, assistance, assistance. If you weren't sitting here typing right now, you would have just got Baron again. This is the second Baron that we've thrown by not pinging.
Yeah.
It's so. Watch any of my solo queue games, bro. I'm spam pinging like a fucking freak, man. Like
Okay.
you're just typing. No one cares. They don't care. They're fucking doing whatever the fuck they want. Oh yeah, baby, another Miss Ezreal. Did you tell him to do that or what? Like I'm confused. This
No.
guy's literally like just you want to tell them what to do. They're literally not real people, man. Like you're
Yeah.
we're typing way too much. It's just ping only.
Yeah. No, I see. No, no. I think I told Vladimir to go bot lane, and
What
now
the
I'm like,
fuck? This is the literal worst time that we could have done Baron. We showed them that we're on it, and then we started it.
yeah, that's why I think we back off from that.
And
But
top is
oh,
shoving. We literally waited. Oh man, yeah. We waited until it was the worst time to do Baron, and then we did it. Like we actually had a free Baron. We said nah, and then we just like did it at the worst time. Oh, Ari should have just died. You guys actually should have just lost right here. You guys should have just got wiped. You still might. You guys should have just lost the game right here. You guys actually should have just lost the game right here. Like, Syndra doesn't miss the sun right here, you guys lose the game.
Yeah.
I
If
don't.
Syndra didn't get caught by the charm, then we probably would have lost it.
Well, like, look, she just straight up misses her fucking stun. Or it bugs out or something. If that just doesn't happen, you guys just lost the game. Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay. Top shoving too, so we're gonna lose all this farm on the tower. Inferno's coming up too, so now we have to play away from our true objective, which is Baron, because now we have to deal with Inferno.
Do you think that like strategy of trading, like I don't know, seeing if enemy goes for the Drake and then doing Baron once when they do the Drake is a good strategy, or
Not by you,
is it
because you're
like
typing it. If you're spam pinging it, then fuck yeah, dude. But
okay,
your
okay,
method is not correct. You cannot, like, dude. Like I said this once. I said it. I'll say it again. Typing is only good for two things. One, it okay. Typing, the only reason why you should ever type in solo queue is to dick ride pro players to get on a team. That's all that typing is good for. Any other reason for typing is incorrect. That is the only thing that typing will ever be helpful for, because there is no information you could give. There is nothing you can give that is positive. The only thing that'll ever come out positive is dick riding pro players to get on a team. That's it.
yeah, okay.
Everything else you do is wrong.
Okay, now I misplayed like horribly, but do you think that like team fighting here is a good idea in general? But
You have to.
okay. This could have been an easy kill on both Syndra and Rakan. Like if I actually didn't miss my kill. Like if you rewind it, you'll see me
Yeah,
doing
but
one of the
I'm
most.
gonna rewind it, but I don't even care. Like I don't care if you win or lose this
Okay.
fight. Like none of this matters to me. Like I don't care how you play this mechanically. If you lost the game right here because you flashed backwards and DC'd, I would have felt the same way. None of the mechanics matter to me.
Okay. So this team fight was like necessary. Like do you
Yeah,
think
you had
losing
to.
our team comp?
Hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, fighting in jungle and river is good for you. You're playing like, I mean, you guys are just both really good at it, honestly. But you have Vladimir, you have Ari and Vi. Like, if you ever catch Syndra out, it's fucking curtains for her. So, like, obviously Rakan and Zaya are really good at fighting in jungle, but I think Syndra, like, your pick potential is just so fucking good.
Yeah. So I'm having problems with like when both teams are 5v5 and like dancing around an
Mhm.
objective to decide whether it's actually good to team fight. Because
Mhm.
like, you know, if it was like not humans but supercomputers playing, they would like calculate all
Yep.
the damage and like, okay, the fight is lost or the fight is won
Yep.
before it even started. But sometimes I like can't decide which team comp is actually better for team fighting and like
Okay, and
who is gonna
that's because you didn't play last season and you only have 150 games this season.
yeah, I guess it just comes with experience.
Yep. Okay.
Now the real Baron fights are gonna start.
Cool. All we're doing right now is making sure our lanes are shoved. We're getting minimal vision in the jungle, and we're clearing out any vision they have. You're still typing. Oh, I can see it.
Yeah. Okay, I think Fiora gets caught, but she doesn't get killed. Um, I'm
Okay,
not sure.
Josiah just
Okay.
wasted ulti. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just do Baron, do Baron, do Baron. It's free, it's free, it's free, it's free, it's free, it's free. Baron, 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 now, 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 now.
I was
No,
like
no,
thinking
no,
my
no,
team,
no.
no, don't do it right now. Wait, because I was like, I
No.
wanted for the enemy team to like go back some more.
No. You have two Infernals in Mount and you literally one hit it. Oh my god, I'm cringing so hard. We're just trolling. We're just trolling. This is a free Baron.
Yeah, this is griefing.
This is griefing. What the fuck? Just do it. It's not that strong. Baron is so fucking weak, man. Like, you just do it.
Yeah,
My mental. Alright.
I guess I have to just. do more barons to realize, like, looking at my team, how fast we can actually take it down. Because I'm really not good at doing that.
Yeah.
And now I see Zaya getting like chunked, and I see, okay, now
Okay,
we can
now we do
continue.
it. All right.
Yeah, you can see the pings on the. Yeah, I'm actually pinging this time,
Woo!
not typing.
All right, let's get it. We are
Yeah,
pinging it now. I agree. It took us 36 minutes, but we started pinging. I'm just being honest, dude. You have to ping more. It is the number one
yeah,
thing. Shot calling and solo queue. Like if you are trying to climb, you're going into the game with the impression that you're better than the people in your game, right?
mm,
So if you're better than the people in your game, then who should be the one making the calls?
yeah, exactly.
So
You're
if,
right.
if you truly believe you should be climbing, then you need to make the fucking plays and make the calls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I think my team to reset, like just recall by items, like abuse the power spike
Mm-hmm.
because we were sitting on quite a bit of gold, and then like the top lane was pushing towards us, so someone has to clear
Yeah.
it. And
All you got to do, like, yeah, this wave's gonna
yeah,
shove now. This wave's gonna shove.
I think, yeah,
This wave's gonna shove to us. So someone's gotta go shove it out, and then yeah, just fucking play the waves.
yeah, and I think I typed my team. Yeah, I typed unfortunately that
Yeah.
we have to like we can force the mid inhibitor right now. We can just force it. Like there is nothing we
Sure.
can do.
Yeah.
Despite that.
Sure.
And like I hate it when we take the inhibitor and our team stays. After we
Yeah.
take
You guys should
inhibitor,
just go top.
there's
Just go top. Oh, you're lagging out like crazy.
Oh, is the fault of the replay or my PC
That
or
was
what?
you. No, that was your voice. Okay, so right now, like, ideally, ball lane wasn't going to shove towards us here, but you have to just go top at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see you spamming it though.
Yeah, at this moment I was like thinking, should we go bot or should we go top? I think I think to go bot lane, which is the
But you
incorrect
have Baron,
choice.
you have pressure. Like, just use it. Top lane is the
Yeah.
better lane.
So why is top lane the better choice? Because
Because you're going to
there are
have to
less
go
force.
all the way down here to catch the wave instead of right here.
You know. Okay, I see.
If you were in base right now, if you're in base right now, going bot would be better. But given where you are right now, top is better.
So do you think like resetting a few moments before, after we did Baron and recalled, would it be more beneficial for us to first set the bot lane to pushing and then
Yep.
to take the
Yep.
mid inhibitor?
Yep.
Okay.
You should have, instead of typing, you should have ran bot and done that yourself.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Yeah, because Vlad went top, shoved it in. That was really good by Vladimir. And we just didn't do it to Mott. Like, Vlad made the right play there. It was good. Okay. Good thing Ezreal's escorting the minions because they get bonus movement speed with
Yeah.
Baron. Okay. We don't have to dive here. Okay, this is fine.
No, I decided to go for not for the back line, but for the front line
Yeah.
because I feel like I already got like inted 3 times because I went for the
Well,
back
you
line. Just
don't want to dive Xayah or Khan. That's how
yeah,
you lose.
yeah, exactly. Already died 3 times because of that.
Hmm.
Oh, and I think we lost this fight actually, which is very unfortunate.
Not really sure how.
Hmm.
Not sure how, and I don't care enough to look at it because that fight does not matter to me. What matters to me is we should have gotten the tower free because we should have set this lane up prior, and we should have also went top.
Now the other Drake has spawned, but they can't do it because there's too much pressure in mid lane because of the minions.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just ping my teammates to get the Drake right now.
How the fuck are you building?
I built a BF sword and then I was like, for the Guardian Angel, and I was like, I think I need more tankiness. I know that's generally really bad and efficient. Like buy one component and then decide, oh, I'm buying another component for a different item.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure
Sometimes
why
it's
I did
okay.
it.
Sometimes it's okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
here,
not too much to
here
talk.
you have a ton of HP. You benefit way more to the armor. That's why I said buy the
Yeah,
Warden's Mail. You have Stark's
yeah,
HP. You have Triforce HP. Just buy the. Yeah, we don't need more HP. We need tank stats.
yeah. Okay. Now I think Nocturne wastes his ultimate. He actually doesn't use the active part,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we just take the Elder. Yeah, we just force the Elder.
Okay.
Or not yet. Or not yet.
Oh no.
Oh, I missed my Q.
Okay.
Never mind.
This is mechanics that I'm going to talk about here.
Yeah.
Alt Syndra. Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra, Alt
Why
Syndra.
Syndra not
You don't have
fire?
to
Just
queue. You don't have to queue. No,
okay.
because she'll just ulti and cancel it. Just Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra, Alt Syndra. You never have to queue here. All you do is ulti.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I was really misplayed by me.
Yeah, it's fine. Like
For some reason,
even when you're ganking as Vi, if you come up behind them, sometimes you just ulti. You don't have to open with Q whenever you play. Sometimes you just ult.
yeah, like I usually decide to open
Oh,
up with Q just because.
you're good at pinging people when you're dead though, and trying to tell them how to play. But you need to start doing that shit when you're alive.
Yeah, and for some reason we actually win that fight because Vladimir and Ari go berserk and kill the people. So neither team can actually take the order right now.
Hmm.
Okay, oh, this is literally in sync. If you if you rewind and see the mid lane, like Ari Vladimir, they're going mid lane. What are they trying to accomplish here? I
I
don't
don't know.
understand.
I don't know. But that doesn't matter.
And I think both of them.
Ideally, someone comes and shoves in top here.
Yeah,
One of these two shoves in top. Oh, the clutch
I think
has your ult.
I think I have to observe minion waves. Imagine the sidelines much
Yep.
more because I simply ignore them sometimes and it's bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. This worked out for absolutely no reason. Nice.
Yeah, and we get over. And now I think this is like, if we can pause it for a second, this is the my biggest I don't know question of this entire replay is like this moment right here. We took Elder Dragon and I ping my team to go in the barn area because it's gonna spawn in a moment,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the Elder buff, so we could potentially force it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really turn out well. And I was thinking, maybe we should, after taking Elder, maybe we should have just forced the mid inhibitor and use the super minion pressure to take Baron like 30 seconds later. So is it better to
You want
use
to
the ult?
with Elder, you want to take as much as you can that'll benefit you after your Elder is gone. So what will benefit you more, mid inhibitor or Baron?
I would say Baron because then we
Yes.
can like super force the
Yep.
inhibitor.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, we just do Baron here. So all we have to do is make sure our sideways are correct. Are they correct?
The bot lane is correct.
All
The
right.
top lane
So,
is
but we're going towards top anyway, right? So we can easily
yeah,
correct
so it
this.
doesn't matter. Like
Cool.
the opposite lane is what matters most. Okay,
Just do it. Just do it on spawn. Yeah, fuck it. See what they do.
yeah,
See what they do.
yeah. I didn't realize that Nocturne was actually best. I was
That
thinking that
doesn't
the entire
matter.
team.
That doesn't matter. Like you just see what they do. Like it's okay. You have Elder. You want to fucking scrap. If they fight you, they lose.
Yeah,
The Baron doesn't do enough damage to you. Just do it.
yeah. Now this is gonna be quite embarrassing, but
Stop getting off Baron. Like it's only doing damage to you because you guys keep getting off of it. You win a smite fight against Nocturne too. He doesn't have a way to burst Baron. He ults you and then what? And then steals it in the air when you can auto E it? Auto E smite? No fucking way he wins that. If you're gonna dance here, shove and top at least.
yeah,
Just fucking do it. Like, just make the call. You know what? Sometimes your Baron's gonna get stolen, but you have to get better at this. You have to just fucking force it. If you watch my stream, if you watch my replays, I just force fucking Baron. Sometimes it doesn't work. Most of the time it does. And I've gotten so good at stealing Barons, smiting Barons, that I am so confident all the time in to do Baron, and I win my team in the game so many times doing it. Somehow he got it. I have no fucking clue how. That's terrible,
yeah.
but it doesn't
I
matter
know. I
because you
know.
guys it's 5v4. You guys can probably win this fight unless we all clump up and get one shot.
Yeah, that
And
was very unfortunate.
you guys still almost won the fight.
And now I'm waiting because I know that if they all recall at the same time, we can't really get anyone. But if someone recalls like 1 second later, then we can just collapse on him after the rest recall,
Hmm.
just to get at least one person from this fight. So this is unfortunate. Now I'm pinging my team, or like not pinging, actually type. Yeah, I know typing is bad. That only thing we have to do right now is just to wait out the Baron buff. We can't fight right now. We just have to wait it out. If we wait
I
it out, then
mean, yeah, yeah, that was pretty bad. We definitely should have just won the game right there, but it's fine. Yeah, all you gotta do is wait. Make sure the side waves are good.
hmm.
Yeah.
I said the bot to pushing, so Actually the time pressure is on them right now. And you can see it, like they get so angry because they know that the Baron buff is, about to expire. Nocturne like uses his ultimate too early. He doesn't actually use the active part, so there's a lot of pressure done. And I think I just click on one of their champions and see that it's like 1 minute or like half a minute until
But
the
yeah, you don't have to do anything. The sides are shoving.
yeah. Just wait. That's what I'm thinking of typing my team. Just
Okay.
wait. Voice signals to be
We don't
careful.
we
Yeah,
don't have to shove this far up either. This is retarded.
yeah, just stupid. Yeah, actually, because now they lost the Baron buff. The Baron buff is gone right now. So we just, okay. Can we recall? Like, rewind a few seconds. So I don't know if this is a correct choice right now because I see that they failed the siege. They don't have the Baron buff anymore. So now we can
They
just
could be
rush.
sitting in this bush and end the game right here.
See, so basically the call to just quickly force the mid inhibitor is wrong
I
because
mean, I guess considering the fact that Nocturne's ult's down, I think this is fine. But pushing up this far when we still didn't know where they were was pretty bad.
okay,
This call is fine, but I think we should have been more patient on it.
yeah,
But this is fine. Nocturne doesn't have ulti. I like it. No,
yeah.
it's fun.
Now
Hmm?
yeah, they collapse on us, and I think it's the final team fight. So if we can like play it a bit slower,
Your mechanics just don't seem to be there on Vi. Like you just didn't ulti Syndra here. I'm confused.
yeah.
Like you bursted the Fiora.
I was actually wanting
Like
to like
you can just ulti Syndra right here. Fiora's dead here. Like you don't ever have to touch her again, right? And she's gonna die.
yeah, yeah.
Just ulti Syndra. Even if she's on Yez's, she's stuck here. What are you waiting for? Right? Like we could have just ulted her and she'd been
I think
fucked.
I'm waiting for Nocturne to collapse on someone with his ulti, and exactly I'm waiting so I
That's wrong.
can.
Well, okay, that's just wrong. You just Cinder's out of position, alter.
Okay,
That's the second time I've seen it now. So yeah, we got to be way more way more
proactive.
aware of how to play these fights, and that's just
Okay,
gonna come from playing the game more.
okay.
Like
So generally like
this ult
this.
was pretty bad, but so is this one. Yeah, like if someone's dead, like just always be looking for someone to ult. Like just just always be looking for it. Don't just focus on the guy you're attacking. Focus on other stuff too while you're fighting. You didn't have to hit Fiora anymore there. You could have instantly ulted Syndra.
And now I'm just pinging my team that we can. I mean, we can push at least like tower or two.
Hmm.
I try to go for Zaya, but
I mean, you guys just win here. It doesn't really matter.
hmm. Okay, now we get like super low, but we still win this.
Yeah,
Okay, so basically this game was like a huge clown festa,
yeah.
and
That and that was like, I mean, the main thing you could take away from this game is your jungle pathing was extremely suboptimal, and you have absolutely no shot calling presence.
okay, so basically ping more and observe, I don't know, the other sidelines when we're trying to group up for objective.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like
I
what would be
mean,
the general advice that you can give me after watching this replay? Like I'm not asking for like
focus on clearing towards where you actually want to go, which is a big thing that
okay,
you're clearly not doing properly.
okay,
If you have an instinct, trust it with the whole Nocturne play at the start of the game. Like you knew Nocturne was there, or at least you thought, but you didn't trust yourself. You thought that he was there and you didn't act on it, which makes no sense. So
yeah,
trust yourself more and try to shock all more. Like you are the one climbing, not the other nine randoms in that game, right? You're the
yeah,
one
yeah,
climbing, so you make the calls, you do the stuff. Like this all you, bro. You don't go into these games and let your team dictate how the fuck the shit goes down.
yeah, yeah. I see.
You gotta call more barons, fail more barons, win more barons. Like you're going to fail them, but you're going to get better at them, and it'll eventually help you. Like just call for more shit, be more flexible with how you play, and you will notice that you start improving a lot as a player. And I mean, obviously, it kind of sucks because you don't have the most games in the world, but the more that you play and the more that you force shit, the more information you're gonna take in, and the easier it'll come the time actually matters.
Yeah, I think that a lot of stuff is just like pure playing the game and experience. Like when people are asking for that, look at those 5 simple tricks to climb out of
Yeah.
different. Like it's the meme already, But I think it's just a lot of like, why are Korean players like in Challenger so good? Because they played 1,000 games, like
Hmm.
more than that, and they just know from instincts. They don't actively analyze everything in the game. They just it's subconscious of them. So I think it's just playing more. I feel like about mechanics, like I think mechanics is I need to practice more, but like if I fail something mechanically, I can instantly see that I failed it mechanically. But if I make a bad shot call and it works out just because the enemy team
Yeah,
is bad, and
yeah.
I can see whether it was bad or good. That's the problem I'm having.
That's hard because you're making a platinum 5 shot call, right? So you only
Yeah,
know as much as you know, but when I see you make a call, I know if it's bad, I know if it's good.
yeah,
That's why when people say metaphor, how do I improve? And then someone in my chat's like, look at your replays. I'm like, no. Like you don't know what to look for.
yeah.
You'll
Like if
because like you in those games, you were telling me to rewind and watch the team fights. That shit does not fucking matter. None of that
okay,
matters. Like that's what I'm saying. But those are the things that like you'll be looking at. If you look at your own replays, you're gonna look at the team fights. If a bronze player looked at it, a bronze player could tell you that you missed your Q in that dragon fight, right?
yeah,
Yeah, my dad could tell you missed your Q in that fight, but he wouldn't tell you that you need to get your waves even, right? He
yeah.
wouldn't tell you any of that shit. Like, it doesn't.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't watch your replays. Don't do that bullshit. That is not going to help you. You need to play the game more. I know you can't, but you need to try to play more. And when you are playing, when you finally get to play it, don't fucking dance at Baron for 20 minutes. Try shit, see if it
Yeah,
works. Like sometimes I'll just do
I
Baron
see.
just to get information. I don't know if it's worded, but if I start Baron, I'm gonna watch how they move. Is it worded? I don't know. Even if they do move, are they close enough? Are we fast enough? Do we have a better smite? Like there's a lot of things
Mhm.
that goes on in my head when I'm doing these things, and that's all from experience on the game.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think it's like pointless for me to ask, for example, oh, which champions do you think are like really bad to smite war against? Because
Hmm.
it's something that like you can tell me, but it can change like in a few patches, and it's
Yeah,
like something that I just have to learn by myself.
yeah.
And if I watch my replays by myself, I'm only gonna see what a Platinum 5 player can see,
Hmm.
and not really
You'll
get.
just see a bunch of hindsight shit that won't even be valid.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. But no, I mean, I think this is really good. I think you have a ton of area to improve on, and the fact that you have this win rate and you're in plat 5, um, show I think that that might have just been an exceptionally bad game, which might seem a bit weird because you have like high kill like whatever. It seemed pretty decent, but this definitely a lot of your I am glad you were right. This was a good game to look over because I think this game compared to a regular game that you play, your bad habits were definitely exploited
Yeah.
here.
If you
And
if you scroll down, then you can see some games that are like 10, 2, and 4, like 11, 1, 5, and I think that those games are like worse to analyze because
hmm
maybe there were no enough opportunities for me to make mistakes.
yeah,
And
but a 50-minute game, oh yeah, bro. There's a lot
yeah,
of yikes shit that goes down in a 50-minute game.
yeah, that's why I insisted on reviewing this one
Yeah,
before
man.
the 8.7 kicks in, which is in like I think 3 hours. So
hmm
yeah, thanks a ton, man, for actually agreeing on doing that today.
Yeah, bro.
I'm really grateful. Um, I think I have some questions written, like the post game.
Yep.
I was actually thinking, um, yeah, some jungle champions. Like I was trying jungle Diana, and I know that it's like a really suboptimal pick, but do you feel like it's like worth going for at any circumstance?
Diana.
Yeah,
No.
no, okay,
No, I think she's fucking terrible.
okay,
I mean, maybe she got buffed or something, but nah, I think she's pretty fucking bad. If I'm being honest,
yeah.
like I think you just if you really really like to play Diana, then just play Elise.
Yeah, I was trying some of these, but right now I decided, okay, I'm not gonna because let's be honest, I don't really play that many games, and like
Mm-hmm.
Elise is really difficult to
Yep.
like master properly, and she's not really even that strong in current meta, so it would be like really
Well,
shooting
clearly you
myself in
don't
the
care
knee.
about what's strong in the meta if you're willing to play
Yeah,
Diana and Vi, bro.
yeah,
So
exactly. That's I don't really care about.
yeah.
You look, man. I was an Aatrox one trick. I was an Aatrox one trick. I don't
Okay.
care about the meta.
Yeah.
So
Okay. But yeah,
Um,
no, I wouldn't really recommend. I think you're on the right track. I think Vi has. She is good at taking objectives. She's good at farming. She's good at dueling. She's good at ganking. She's good at teaching you to gank around specific spikes. So level 6, warrior, triforce, all very valid spikes that you need to hit on Vi before you're successful.
mhm,
She has, different item routes, full damage, tank, bruiser. I think she is one of the most perfect champs in the game to learn how to jungle and to just in general become a better player. I think
mhm.
you found the I it is very hard for me to recommend Vi because of how boring people think she is, but if you enjoy her, I think she is one of the easiest champs to improve game knowledge on.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, also I want to ask a question. I know that it's not jungle related, but I heard Elias saying that Nasus is a bad champion to improve on. But I was like thinking all the time that Nasus is not really mechanically demanding, and like he kind of forces you to think about wave management to like surviving lane
No,
plays.
yeah, no, he's bad in the sense that like Tryndamere bad or like Shaco is bad because they have a unique way of playing the game. So you can play the champ so many times, um, but you're not actually learning top lane. You're learning Nasus. Like whereas like I said,
Yeah,
Vi is super flexible. Like there are
yeah, yeah.
different ways you can fit in. But like with these champions like Tryndamere, Nasus, Shaco, fuck, I can't really think of there isn't very many champions that are like that, but like okay, let's like Talon mid. Like these
Hmm.
champs don't teach you how to lane. You're not playing top lane when you're playing Nasus. You're playing Nasus.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
when you're playing jungle Shaco, you're not jungling. You're not a challenger jungler. You're a challenger Shaco player. Like there's a massive difference.
Mhm.
You don't understand. Yeah, that is what that is. Like
Yeah.
you're playing something completely different. So no,
Okay.
Ellis is definitely correct
Yeah, yeah.
in that way. Yeah,
So it's
I
like
agree.
Chinese boosting strategy. You just pick Tryndamere and or Mastery, and you just split push the entire game.
Yeah, you're
And
not
then
you're not jungling. You're just winning the game.
yeah, okay. If you don't mind, because I know that's already taking quite a bit of time,
Hmm.
this entire coaching. So like, do you have a few more questions regarding some champions, whether they're actually good for learning? Like because I off pro sometimes. As you
Okay.
can see, as you can see, I have some gym games, and like, do you think generally like playing ADC in general is a good idea?
No,
Because I think it's just you're learning how to farm, and that's pretty
but
much it.
you
Like,
you have. It would be good for me to do that. It would be
yeah,
very good for me to do that because I am proven as a challenger player, constantly getting challenger, constantly getting high rank, etc., etc., etc.
yeah, yeah.
Now would be good for me to try to get knowledge in other roles, whereas you haven't even touched on like your basics are not there yet on jungle.
Yeah.
There are clearing basics you're doing. There's objective control basics that you're not doing. Like you that this is why it's so good, and I'm so happy to see that you only play Vi because you are gonna get to the point where ulting that Syndra is second fucking nature, and
Yeah,
you don't have to think about these things because you're so refined on Vi. All you have to do is think about the macro. All you have to do is thinking about the Baron, the Dragon, the tower. If we should dive, if we should do that, you don't have to think about flash queuing. You don't have to think about that shit. But if you're playing a new role, a new champ every other game, it's just like wow, you're still not there macro wise, and you're also not there mechanic wise, right?
yeah,
So you want to be worrying about the least possible in every single game. So as soon as you get super good at Vi, the macro will start coming in super fucking easily.
yeah. I see. So basically, like assuming that one day I'll get like high elo like Master Challenger, then
Yep.
this is gonna be the correct time when I say, okay, time to learn. I don't know, top lane Queen, and like start actually, learning different role, different
Yeah.
champions,
Yeah.
or like jungle
I would
champs that
recommend
require.
different junglers before other lanes, but yeah, for sure. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I'm talking about. Right now, you're just trying to focus on the least amount of things as possible and just get something down so you have uh a good like ground point to work from. Like, okay, I am good at Vi. I don't have to think about Vi. I can just focus on how to jungle now. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
but when you
it's
load
true.
up a game on Kha'Zix, you're like, okay, do I win this 1v1? Do I win this 2v2? Do I win that? Do I it's like, can I solo dragon here? I don't know because I don't know my damage perfectly yet, right? But once you
Yeah,
do have all that information, everything else becomes easier.
yeah, I see.
That's why I'm saying, like, when you do get into these games, force Baron. Like, just try shit because you're never gonna get better. Like, you should have never missed that smite against Nocturne. And honestly, sometimes shit happens. I could have missed it. Anyone could have missed it. But you're playing a champ with an auto attack reset with a Sheen proc. Uh, yeah, that's a free fucking Baron. And Nocturne doesn't have any of
Yeah.
those, right? It's a free Baron. So, maybe if you did a few more Barons, you would be way more used to it.
Yeah. I think you wrote on your Twitter that smiting against Nocturne, but I think you said it in the context when
He's
the
on it.
Nocturne is.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he's on it. Yeah, he
Oh
just got
yeah, it's
annoyed
actually
and
it's actually fucking insane.
stupid.
I had like I had a game on my shout account where I stole a Baron against an Nocturne, and I was like, that is so embarrassing. Like I can't even believe it. He ulted at 6k HP, and I still ended up getting it because right when his ult expired, I was able to jump in and steal it. Because literally Nocturne can ulti when it's at 5k HP, and you just lose it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So no, him Nocturne contesting Baron isn't very good. I mean, he can technically always get into the pit no matter what, but he can't
Hmm.
actually hit the Baron with like an ability and smite it very well compared to someone like
Yeah,
Vi or Kha'Zix or Lee Sin.
yeah, I see. I see. Okay, I think. Oh, well, one more actually. Question
Yeah,
about one
sure.
more champ. Sorry about
All good.
the length of the entire thing.
All good, bro. All good.
I think Volibear might be also like a good secondary pick because like he's not really mechanically intensive, and I think it's the same case that you just have to focus on macro. Or do you have like a different opinion on that?
I mean, I think Volibear is completely fucking terrible, but I think if you're gonna do that, maybe try like more of a stronger tank champ like Skarner or something like that.
Yeah, I see. I see.
I don't think.
Okay.
I think if you're gonna do that, then do Skarner, not Volibear. I think Volibear is terrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
So thanks again for the entire coaching. I think it was like really super helpful.
Yeah,
So
man,
yeah,
for
thanks for
sure.
that.
Do you mind if I upload this to YouTube? I mean, I'm sure you don't, because you don't mind me like streaming it. So.
Yeah, yeah, of course, upload, upload.
Okay, cool. If you have any more questions, just feel free to message me on
Yeah.
Discord, and I will get back to you when if I'm not streaming.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man, a lot.
All right, man. Take it
So
easy.
see ya. Thanks.
Peace.
Okay.
Okay.